Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel, dear brothers and sisters. A Muslim paramedic who converted to Islam talks about the challenges of fasting on the front lines while saving lives. Even during my last shift, I could list 10 things that frustrated me, but you have to accept them because this is the job. A convert speaks the challenges of balancing her faith and the significant changes she has experienced as a frontline paramedic. Rescuer Nabil Haddada embraced Islam in 2019, despite having observed Ramadan fasting since 2016. Paramedic with 10 years of experience, she deeply understands the challenges of balancing faith and work. This balance becomes even more evident during Ramadan. In recent years, as the NHS battled the COVID-19 pandemic, the holy month has made this balancing act even more challenging. When compared to the daily challenges faced by Muslims on the front lines, Sarah's story might seem daunting. However, she still looks forward to Ramadan, saying that fasting helps her faith grow year after year. We spoke with Sarah about her faith, her work, and how she balances fasting and prayer with her daily duties on the 9999 front line. Nabil Haddada from Rubery embraced Islam in December 2019 in Morocco after meeting her husband, Nabil Haddada. She began her journey to becoming a paramedic 10 years ago and now works at the Hollymoor Ambulance Hub in Rubery. In an interview, Sarah was asked about her journey to Islam and how she overcame cultural and religious barriers after embracing the faith. She also shared what her days are like while fasting and her memories of her first Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, during which Muslims fast from dawn to sunset for 30 days, refraining from eating and drinking. What was your first Ramadan like as a convert? Before embracing Islam, Sarah had already been fasting during Ramadan, as she found a sense of spirituality in observing it. She told Birmingham Live, 3 years before I converted to Islam, I joined my husband in fasting during Ramadan. Although I didn't participate in the prayers, I fasted and celebrated Eid. I felt it was the right thing to do, and now I understand the religion better. I look forward to it every year because it is a spiritual cleansing and a fresh start. Each year, my passion grows stronger and I feel closer to God. I have always had many Muslim friends, and then I met my husband and saw how his faith enlightened his life and influenced him. My husband and my religion have been my salvation, she added. Ramadan can be a very lonely time for converts, as the experience of embracing Islam can sometimes create isolation between them and their families due to a lack of acceptance. However, Sarah experienced both acceptance and rejection regarding her decision to become a Muslim. Some of my family accepted me as a Muslim very quickly, while others did not. I have been a Muslim for 3 years now, and some are only just beginning to accept it. It was a nightmare at the time, she said. I am a very positive person and don't dwell on negative energy. My job has shown me that life is precious and we never know what the future holds. I have witnessed some truly distressing things. However, Sarah also turned to support groups for female converts as a way to share stories and experiences about the challenges she faced on her journey. She encourages other female converts to make use of these groups as they have been a blessing for her. I am part of a convert group where we can discuss all the challenges we face, she said. We support each other, and it has been incredibly helpful. I truly feel blessed to have that. What is your day like while fasting? Chaotic shift patterns, abuse, and being surrounded by harsh language are some of the challenges Sarah faces during her shifts as a paramedic. However, adding the responsibility of fasting all day without food or water during a 12-hour shift makes it an even greater challenge. It's surprising how my day unfolds. Since I work from noon to midnight, I can plan it in a way that allows me to take a longer break and break my fast during that time. This way, I feel I can set aside enough time to break my fast amid the busyness of my shift. However, with hospital wait times reaching 9 hours, there are days when I'm unprepared because I didn't expect the hospital to be that overwhelmed. In those cases, I have to grab food from the hospital canteen and eat it as quickly as I can. Then after 18 hours of fasting, I go home to have suhoor with my husband in the middle of the night, she added. Muslims are required to pray 5 times a day. During Ramadan, prayers hold even greater significance as the rewards are multiplied. However, finding time to pray can sometimes be challenging amid a busy schedule. I make time to pray before my shift because that's how I can function when possible. I also look for free moments when I can quickly go to the prayer room at the hospital. I try to pray whenever I can and as close as possible to the designated time. Sometimes it's unavoidable, especially in situations where we are overwhelmed with unfinished work and waiting patients. However, that doesn't mean my faith should suffer as a result. It's absolutely crazy, but I'm very passionate about my job, so I always push myself. There have been so many difficult moments in my career as a paramedic. For example, trying to balance my personal life with my work during a shift is incredibly challenging. Does your workplace accommodate fasting during Ramadan? During the fasting month, companies with employees observing Ramadan are given key guidelines to help them support this religious obligation. There are several ways employers can be more considerate of their Muslim employees who are fasting during this time. Although Sarah personally does not feel discriminated against, she has heard from her Muslim friends about negative experiences when trying to balance working on the front lines and being a Muslim. She said, "Personally, I have had very few negative experiences at work while balancing my faith, but I have heard from friends in the ambulance service that they have had difficulties doing so. My job accommodates changes in break times, and they do what they can to help, but you don't have to do that. You should be able to say that you are fasting and arrange your schedule accordingly. If you want to learn how employers can support you as a Muslim during this holy month, what was the worst moment for you while working during Ramadan?" Overall, like many other frontline workers, Sarah has faced the challenge of fasting all day while balancing a job she says she wouldn't change for the world. However, even outside of Ramadan, there is the issue of Islamophobic harassment that Muslim frontline workers have to deal with on a daily basis. Even in the last shift I worked, I could name 10 things that upset me, but you just have to accept it because this is the job, she said. It's very difficult to fast in such a demanding environment without external factors like people offering food at their homes, being around alcohol and drugs at work, as well as harsh language and inappropriate comments. Sarah wears a hijab, a scarf worn by Muslim women to cover their hair. This has made her a target of religious harassment. There are times when you feel personally attacked and judged from the moment you walk through the door. I provide gold standard care to every patient, yet I feel that judgment overshadows it, she said. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.